Hi guys, welcome back to Ben's Home Video, where I just got done doing my favourite releases of 2022, and now I'm going to do another video which is also slightly relaxed about what films I hope to come out next year on 4K. So even though I did that a couple of days ago, I've still got the mega death cold, and you can probably hear it in my husky sexy voice, but I persevere for the love of the art. As always guys, I want to ask you to like, subscribe to this guy right here, but you should, but I never ask you to. First on the list is, I've only got the DVDs, I'm not sure if they've done a Blu-ray, but I'd like a 4K of the original Planet of the Apes films. So this is the full collection, but I wouldn't mind if it was just the original films. That's obviously the best one, but it's 20th Century Fox, so it's very unlikely, but a boy can dream. And for anyone that doesn't know why it's unlikely, is because 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney, and Disney have been doing a terrible job of putting out Fox films on 4K, and when they have, it's not been great, like Heat, even though Heat was mostly done or all done before the takeover, so I'm not sure if that's related or not, but either way, Disney, let someone do it. This is one I've never owned, and now I refuse to own until there's a 4K release, except maybe in 5 years time there still isn't one, is The Crow. Did not graphic there. Well, there. I feel like that film would just be perfect for especially Dolby Vision, not just HDR, Dolby Vision, and the Dolby Atmos sound, rain everywhere. I think, yeah, I just think that will be one that needs to be done. Don't know who owns it though. So this one, I feel like I heard a few months ago that it is getting a 4K release soon. I can't remember where I heard it, so I feel like I might have made it up, but I definitely haven't. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. I think, is it 1990, is it possibly? Yeah, whatever. I feel like that could look quite cool in 4K, but hopefully doesn't show up any kind of mishaps with the costumes. But even so, I think it would look good. Doesn't need Atmos track, but it would be cool with one as well. But it doesn't need it. I think 5.1 would suffice, but a remastered one to whatever this is. So I might be the only person in the world that wants this 4K. I can't be, surely. But Fortress with Christopher Lambert. Yeah, it's shit, but it's good shit, and it's fun, and it's dark, and I feel like the HDR will really, like, unless it's done badly, obviously. My wish list is based on them doing a good job of the transfer, obviously. I don't feel like this film gets enough love, personally. It's just fun, shitty 90s sci-fi. Like, is it 90s? 92. Yeah. If you've never seen it, give it a go, but go in expecting average crap. Well, it's Christopher Lambert, you're not going in expecting anything good, surely. Not going to bang on about this one too much, but yeah, we need this in 4K, and possibly if an English release of Dread 4K, because I think it's only a German release. So yeah, this one has a bit of a stupid story to it, but Point Break, Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze needs a 4K release with Atmos, because that will just sound amazing with some of those action scenes. Yeah, HDR will be good on it, but it's the Atmos you want for that, I think. So I thought, this was when I very first started collecting 4K and didn't know as much as I do now, as I'm a very wise man. I saw it for £6 on 4K, and I was like, fuck yeah, getting me some of that. So when I bought it, opened it, excited like a little child at Christmas. It's me opening the packaging. That cover's a bit wank. I hate that. Turned it over and went, it's the remake. There's a remake. Yeah, so I googled it. Yeah, There's a remake apparently with Ray Winston in it. Didn't get good reviews. Didn't bother watching it. Sold it, traded it. I can't remember what I did, but I don't own it anymore. But that was such a disappointment. I think that's one of the most disappointed I've ever been in my life. And I've been disappointed. Look at me here. Going to do Double Trouble now. I think he filmed these back to back as well. Oh yeah. These both would look sick in 4K. And Atmos definitely for Con Air. Yeah, fuck it. Give us Atmos and Face Off. Do it. Fuck it. Throw the Rock in as well. So now I know I'm not the only person in the world that wants this like Fortress, but I'm definitely in a minority of people, and minority of good, discerning people with great tastes. Mario Brothers film, I enjoy it still. This is the second sight Blu-ray, so hopefully they do a 4K. I doubt it though. But I love it. It's nostalgic, obviously. But I think it's a really good, like, futuristic, dystopian film that doesn't get enough credit because it was meant to be Mario Brothers and it's nothing like Mario Brothers. But if you just put Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo in that film, get rid of Mario and kind of, obviously I know like the bomb and stuff like that, but just change up a little bit. I think people would have liked it. It would have been cheap, schlocky kind of crap sci-fi, but in a good way. But because it was Mario Brothers and was nothing like Mario Brothers, it got shit on, and I don't think it deserves it, in my opinion. The one I don't own, but love, and it does need a good home release. It doesn't need to be 4K. I'd love it if it was, but I think it needs a good, proper, lovingly done restoration. Convoy. Don't hear it talked about much anymore. But one, it was inspired by a song, and a great song. The version in the film at the beginning is even better than the song. It's got Chris Christopherson in, so all's good with me. It's just fun. And it's got Paulie from Rocky, whose name escapes me at the moment, but yeah, Paulie from Rocky. Like, why does no one talk about that film anymore? Do it. Don't talk about it. Make it a good restoration on Blu-ray or 4K, please, for me. So the kind of main reason for this was for Breakfast Club, and I bought this when I was about 15, 16. I had to get my mate who had a beard at the time to buy it because I was a child in face and in heart. What the fuck am I about? Yeah, so Breakfast Club. I know in America there is a Criterion Collection release, which is meant to be quite good. And I do have a Region A player if I wanted to watch it. But I'm holding off because I feel like, whilst it doesn't need 4K restoration, a lot of films that have had them don't need them also. And I feel like it's culturally significant enough to be worthy of one. Because to me, whilst yes, you probably should give 13-year-olds a bit of a warning about it and afterwards speak to somebody, but I feel like it should be shown in schools that everyone with their differences can get on, and I feel like it's a very important movie, even if there is a lot wrong with it in 2022. I think if you explain that to kids, they'll understand. Kids aren't as stupid as we think they are. Don't know what this is. But yeah, it's a beautiful film that I think would just be lovely with a good transfer, at least in the UK. So Criterion, at least give us that. This one, I'm refusing to upgrade to Blu-ray till it gets done, because surely it has to get done. Deliverance. Who doesn't want Bert in 4K? I want Bert in 4K. You want Bert in 4K. And we love John Voight as well, don't we? I think he's meant to be a good person, actually. I'm not sure. But we love him as an actor, at least. What a film. I think that's one that needs to be just woomph. 5.1 would be fine for the sound, but HDR, oh, yeah. Squeal for HDR is what I say. I've never seen it. but now I'm kind of holding off till there's a good release of it at least. It doesn't have to be 4K. Hard Boiled, John Woo, I think it's John Woo. Yeah, I want to watch it, but I want to watch it in good quality, but it doesn't have to be 4K. Just tell me, someone, if there's a good release of it, because I don't think there is. And the long rumoured release of The Abyss in 4K, I think is meant to be March, April next year, according to our sources. But they could definitely be wrong. If it ever happens, or apparently it's all done, it's all ready to go, has been for years. Don't know what the hold up is. I expect it to be shit because it's probably Disney release, but whatever. Just give me all the James Cameron good quality 4K transfers, please. Terminators 1 and 2 anyway. Abyss, True Lies would be good, even just in Blu-ray for True Lies. No Blu-ray for True Lies or Abyss. Titanic maybe. Aliens. You know, come on. Give me that Jimmy, sir. That's all, guys. Thanks for watching.